team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Cardinals will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The give to Davis. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Collins. Oh, he wants it all. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Seminoles! You talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now improvising. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Knowles. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Florida State 14, Louisville 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. And some room to work. Turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Trying to barrel in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space?
He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And, man, that's a big-time play for this offense. This quarterback, he's put the ball in harm's way. He's already had a couple of interceptions. This ball was kind of a 50-50 ball. Nice to see the receiver make a play and get some yards after the catch. Make a big play for this offense.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Still looking, on the move. Rolling right and going deep. And it's caught inside the 15.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Run the gun to give, looking for room. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Starts to scramble to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and that's just on to the next down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Louisville. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Collins. That's caught. It's Odom. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rush is on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. There he goes. Inside the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter-than-expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to throw. It's Collins. Scrambling away. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Cardinals are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Skinner. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
Hey, man, I love guys with situational awareness in football. It's 3rd and long. You know it. He's sitting right near the sticks, ready to break on the football, ready for the quarterback to throw. He does, forces the INT. Nice heads-up, smart play by that young man.
Plows through the defense. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll ride the hot hand. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Flushed out of the pocket. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Steps away to find some room. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's going to take off. Past the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better, and you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's McWilliams. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. And his throw is incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center. That'll
be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Quickly to the tight end. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The give from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. They're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snapped it in the shotgun. Trying to pull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Scores on the sneak.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Collins. The short hands, it's Robinson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven that playing.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Here comes the heat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Snagged in the middle. It's McWilliams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
The Cardinals will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Seminoles have this offense rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Webster. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Lets it go to the end zone. He makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Those third downs are hard to execute. And when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
The Seminoles will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to barge in. And the defense sold out to stop the run. And they do here on first down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Under fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple and really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.